Birmingham.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Birmingham.
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 Birmingham. Birmingham.
Birmingham. Birmingham. Birmingham. No.
Oh, Birmingham. Birmingham.
Screw it at this point, honestly. I'm sick of this.
There is a plot device used in some mystery fiction known as the Unreliable Narrator. In these cases, it transpires the person telling the tale may themselves be more involved than you were led to believe, and they may not have been telling you the whole story. Here at Highly Suspect HQ, we've taken this tried and tested concept of the Unreliable Narrator and made a stupid game out of it. Our murderer-in-chief will record himself telling a short murder mystery tale, which, like all of our mysteries, is 100% solvable with the information provided. This will be sent to one of our elite team of regular suspects, who is only allowed to watch it once. They will then record themselves trying to recount the same story to the best of their memory, before sending their version to another highly suspect individual, who will do the same. This chain will continue until everyone in the team has retold the tale, at which point we'll watch it back together and see if anyone has been able to solve the mystery told by a string of unreliable narrators. And even if they haven't, the result should be, well, highly suspect. Khali Kazam here, illusionist extraordinaire, and resident magician at Las Vegas's hottest casino and hotel, Geezer's Palace. But today I am here not to amaze, but to tell you the case of the murdered magician. Ye accursed hood is widely regarded as one of the finest, most inventive magical illusions around, and is the envy of everyone in the magical community. The magician climbs inside a box and puts his head in a sack hood. A member of the audience swipes at the hood with a sword, and the box is opened to reveal the magician's assistant, while the magician is now sat in the audience. Look, I'm sorry, I can't keep up the whole mystical accent thing. I'm actually Alan Cadabra from Birmingham, but that's not related to the story, so where was I? Ye Accursed Hood was the creation of superstar magician Ian Credible. It's one of a trio he produced that catapulted him to stardom, alongside such greats as A Decoyed Chorus, where he vanishes an entire choir, and Our Dyed Couches, where he repaints a horse and cart in the blinking of an eye. Everyone wanted to know the secrets of Ye Accursed Hood, but he guarded the solution with his life, swearing he'd take his secrets to his grave. Which was precisely what happened. On the 3rd of February 2013, Ian Credible died on stage, his head taken clean off by a randomly selected audience member. But this was no accident. Despite appearances, there should have been no danger in performing the trick, and police were able to confirm the mechanism had been tampered with. Ian Credible had been murdered. 3 suspects were identified. Descartes Yauchows was the theatre's stage manager responsible for the props, but it was confirmed that Ian set up all the tricks himself, refusing even the crew to know his secrets, and police determined only someone with full understanding of the trick would have been able to modify it in order to kill. Madge Ishan's assistant was Ian's stage partner and girlfriend. She admitted to knowing how the trick worked, but denied having any motive, as the pair were soon to end their Geezer's Palace contract and embark on a round-the-world tour. Clairvoyant was a rival magician who was in the audience that night. Now she was jealous of Ian's success, claiming he was a hack who stole from others and didn't deserve his reputation. Now she wasn't in her seat at the time of the trick, but the crew had been instructed to never allow her backstage. Now it's clear something a little bit tricksy is going on here, but there is nothing magical about this murder. So, don't be like a sad magician. Solve it, and don't be disillusioned.
Hello, I am Ali Kazam, a famous magician here in Las Vegas, in the hottest and famous hotel, Geezer's Palace. And I'm here to tell you about a murder involving a very famous magician and a world-renowned trick, Ye Old Accursed Hood. Now, he old accursed hood was where a magician stood in a box and put a sack over their head, and then a random member of the audience grabbed a sword and cut his head off. And then they would open the box, and the magician's assistant would be inside, and the magician would be somewhere in the audience. And this was called Ye Old Accursed Hood. Now I need to go Brummy. Bollocks. Birmingham. No. This bit's Birmingham. If you can do one, do one. I'm just going to go up and down and keep saying Birmingham every now and then. Yeah, Birmingham. Sorry, I'm Alan Cadabra from Birmingham. I can't. Alan Cadabra from Birmingham. And everyone wanted to know about Ye Old Accursed Hood and how it was done. It was done by famous magician Ian Credible, who, one time when he Birmingham did it, an audience member cut off his head. Oh, this is terrible. Oh my god, this is terrible. Cut off Birmingham, Brummy, cut off his head, and he died. Someone had tampered with the trick. Now, Ian Credible was, died during Ye Old Accursed Hood, where it went wrong and someone had tampered with the box. He was world renowned for other tricks as well, Birmingham, Brummy, such as a distraction chorus, where he'd make a whole choir disappear, and dye our horse, where he would repaint a whole horse and cart in a blink of an eye, but that's not important. There were three suspects to this thing. There was Dakar Diao Chow's, which Dakar Diao Chow's, Dakar you choose, I think it's gonna be, but I think Brummy. He was the stage manager, and in charge of the props. Now, only someone who knew how to do the trick, it was determined by the police, only someone who knew how to do the trick could have tampered with it in order to kill. And Ian was insistent that he always set up all of his tricks so that the crew wouldn't know. But Dakar Jiao Chow was in charge of props. Then there was Madge Ishan's assistant, the magician's assistant, and Ian's girlfriend. Now, she did reveal that she knew how to do the trick, but she said that she had no motive, because her and Ian were going to end their contract at Geezers soon and go off on a world tour, so no motive there. And finally there was Clairvoyance, the rival, who said Ian was a hoax and a hack who stole tricks from other magicians. Now, she wasn't in the audience during the trick where Ian died, but it was confirmed that the backstage crew refused to give her entry backstage, so she couldn't have got backstage in the first place. Birmingham. That, for God's sake. I think that's everything. And then there was a joke about magic. Oh, he died on the 3rd of February 2013. Yeah, that's another thing. Okay. Oh, something like, someone might be able to get it from this. Something like, I've just seen the time on my phone. Something like, Brummy, don't be a sad magician. No, don't be like a sad magician. Don't get disillusioned. Screw it at this point, honestly. I'm sick of this. Good luck. Sorry.
Hello and welcome. Oh, this isn't version already. Hello, my name is Ali Kazam, and this is my fez and my wand and my magical cape. I think I'm French. And welcome to this Geezer's Palace, where I work at the hottest casino in town as the magician. I am French. Anyway, I'm here to tell you about a certain magic trick without this plant pot falling off my head, called the Chassid Hood. And in the Chassid Hood, a bag is placed over, I don't know where that hood's come, over the head of the magician. and they are locked in a box. And then the box is cut with a sword through the neck area by an audience member. And then they open it, and then the magician is poof, he's gone, and he's in the audience. Alive, by the way, not with a head removed. Everything's fine. But I need to tell you about the time that the cursed hood went deadly, deadly wrong. I'm sorry, folks, I can't keep this up. I'm going to try and do Brummy now, which has never been successful for me because I can't do accents, and if I follow Joe, all I have to keep going is Birmingham, apparently. But anyway, on the 3rd of February 2013, there was a mistake with magician Ian Credible, there we go, version of the Cursed Hood. And Ian went into the box and his head was covered with a hood and his neck was cut. But then when they opened the box, he was there and he was headless. So something had gone very, very wrong with Ian's version of the trick. And it was murder, ladies and gentlemen, murder. And his head was Birmingham, was copying Joe, cut off. There were 3 suspects in this magical, mysterious case. The first was his stage manager, who was called Deckard. Deckard, your cards right. Play your cards right. Deckard, you choose. Deckard, you choose. Deckard, you choose. And he was the stage manager, and he was responsible for putting all of Ian's props where he wanted them backstage. But Ian was very particular sort of magician. He didn't want even his stage hands to know how his tricks were done. So he always personally set up his equipment himself, and everyone testifies to that. Secondly, there was his assistant, Madge, Ishan's assistant. But she was also his lover, Birmingham lover. And she said it wouldn't possibly be her because although she did know how the trick was done, her and Ian were soon to void their contract or finish their contract at Geezer's Palace and were going to go and tour the world, so why would she kill him? And third, there was his great rival. Am I going Scouse now? No, Brummy. He was Birmingham. He was his great rival, clairvoyant, the mystical fortune teller. But she was in the audience last night. She tried to get in, but the backstage crew wouldn't let her through, so she couldn't possibly have altered with it. Really distracted by this one then. So how was it done, ladies and gentlemen? How did he have his head chopped off in a box where no one could work out how to do it? It's magical. In fact, don't be like regular magicians and get disillusioned. Puff of smoke, puff of smoke, puff of smoke. Woohoo, magic. Yeah, good luck.
Hello, how are you? I am here, I'm a magician. I am here to tell you a tale. My name is Al-Khazam, and I want to tell you about the trick I want to tell you about the trick that was performed at the Magic Magic Giza in the magician's palace. Yes, it was called the Mysterious Hood. I don't know what I'm doing my first time. Mysterious Hood. And what happened was a magician would put a bag over his head, and then he would go inside a box. Oh my God! He would go inside the box, and then the magician's assistant would go through everything. Magician's assistant would cut through the box, and they would open up the box, and the magician would be gone, and all of a sudden the magician would be in the audience. Yes, a very good trick. Oh, Yes, but I must tell. I can't. Birmingham. I'm from. I can't keep that up. Flaming no, I've gone Yorkshire. I want to tell you about time. Oh no, I've gone wrong again. Birmingham. Oh, yeah, right, all right. Yes, I want to tell you a time about when we won there. Yeah, I want to tell you a time about when that trick went wrong. Yeah, I sound like from Liverpool now, but Birmingham. Yeah. So what happened was there was this magician called Ian. He was called Ian. Funny name. Birmingham. I can't remember his second name because of the stupid accent. And my cape. Oh, lovely cape. Oh, I got the wrong way around as well. Oh, take my cape off. Take me. What a caper. Oh, it's over at my fez now. Okay. Right. So, Birmingham. Okay. So, there was this time where the magician Ian the magician Birmingham. Yeah, he was inside his box. He put his hood on, and the assistant cut his throat, and they opened it up, and he was dead in his box. Oh, Birmingham. Birmingham, yeah, he was dead. And there was only 3 people that were suspects in this, yeah. So there was the stage manager, and he was called Blumenell, Stan. I forgot his name. Birmingham. I forgot his name, but let's call him Stan manager. But he wasn't around when the trick was done, and then this accent is doing me up nothing. Hello, alright, how you doing? And then there was his assistant. There was a clairvoyant. Was the magician in the palace, but she wasn't even she wasn't even there on the day. No. Oh God, this accent. Birmingham. I never thought I couldn't do a Birmingham accent, but I can't obviously. All right. And then there was another. Then he was his assistant, but his assistant and the stage manager were having some sort of affair. Were they getting married? I think they were getting married. Yeah. Oh, they're getting married. Oh, and then so they're getting married, and that was about it. And she obviously cut his throat, but she seemed quite Birmingham. All right. So she seemed very. Taken aback by this, so there you go, and that's the whole story. And not that I've given you much information, but there we go. Oh, sorry. Hope you can solve this.
Hello. Hi. Helly Kazam, your favorite resident magician here at the Magician's Palace, and I am here to tell you about the time that there was a trick done here at the Magician's Palace, and it went wrong. And it was called the Mysterious Hood. Yes, the Mysterious Hood. And the Mysterious Hood involved the magician putting on a hood and then getting into a box, and the box was sealed, and then the magician's assistant would cut through the box where the throat was and open the box, and the magician would be gone, but not entirely gone, for the magician could be in the audience, and it was a very impressive trick. It was. The audiences loved it. They went wild for it every night. I'm missing my fez. That's it. There we go. Oh, I'm losing my cape. Ha-ha! Heli Kazam. And yes, one night this trick went very, very wrong indeed. In fact, it was a disaster, as it were. And I'm oh god, but Birmingham. I'm so sorry, I can't do a Brummy. But Birmingham. It's not happening. Birmingham. Anyway, I've got a confession. I'm not actually from wherever you thought that accent was from. I'm actually from from Birmingham. I'm not really called. Oh God Almighty! I'm not really from. I'm from Liverpool now. I'm not really called Ali Kazam either. But oh right, get it together. From Birmingham. Anyway, there were three suspects in this case. I've missed the magician. The magician that died this particular... Okay. This trick went very, very wrong one night. And the magician, his name was Ian. He got in his box. We didn't have a surname for Ian, but he got in his box and his magician's assistant cut through the box where his throat was. Birmingham. And when they opened the box, where am I from? I don't know. Ian was dead, unfortunately. It was a very, very bad night at Birmingham, the magician's palace. But we had three suspects in this case. The first was the stage manager. God almighty. The stage manager, who was called Stan. We thought it was Stan Manager, but we weren't entirely sure. But he wasn't there that night. There were also Claire Voyant, who were another magician that worked at the magician's palace, but she also wasn't there that night. Birmingham. And the third and final suspect was Ian's assistant, who we didn't have a name for at all, but who were apparently having an affair with Stan, the stage manager, and that were all the information that we had. Birmingham, but it were apparently all we needed to solve the mystery. Oh no, sorry to Birmingham.
Oh, this could turn offensive. Greetings! My name is Hali Kazam. And I am a magician extraordinaire. I've gone French. I am a magician extraordinaire. I have been around the world. Oh God, no, that's foreign, different foreign. I have done shows in all different places. But one of the most famous tricks that it's French. One of the most famous tricks that I had ever seen was the trick of the deadly hood, which involved that's the wrong accent. It involved the magician to lie down in a box with a magic hood over his head, and then the assistant would then chop off where
where the magician's throat would be in the box, and everyone would be like, "Oh, he's dead," but she would then reveal the box was empty. Oh no, that's French again. She would reveal the box was empty, and that the magician was actually sitting in the audience. Amazing, no? This was one of the most famous tricks ever done at the magician's palace, which is where we are tonight. But I remember a time when this trick went horribly, terribly, deadly wrong. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do this anymore. My name is not Ali Kazam, and I'm not from Persia. In fact, my name's, oh dear, this is going to go even worse. My name's Alan Cadabra, and I'm actually from Birmingham. That's what the passport says anyway. Not South African. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, this one time this one time at the magician's palace, right? This is awful. This one time at the magician's palace, right? The magician went on stage, and his assistant put the hood over his head, and then put him in the box as per normal, and then South African again, and then she chopped his head off. This is awful. Okay, so I'm actually South African. He chopped his head off, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's going to die." And then all of a sudden, when she revealed that the magician was actually in the box and he was actually dead, I know, and everyone was shocked, totally shocked. There were 3 suspects who were involved in the case of this magician, who was called Ian, by the way. Ian Magic, known to his friends as Magic Ian? Yes, let's say that. So he was the one that had died, and there were 3 main suspects. One of which was the stage manager, called, as you would have expected, Stan. He might have been called Stan D Manager. I'm not 100% sure. However, very, very dodgy character. Second of all, there was another magician called Claire. Clairvoyant, she was known as, something of a mentalist. And she was also a suspect. I believe she was in the audience that night. And then finally, our final suspect was... What was her name? It was Ian's assistant. I remember this much. It was... I'm trying to do, brother. Come on! It was Ian's assistant. Yes, it was Ian's assistant who was one of the main suspects. I'm not sure we actually got her name. Nope, it's gonna go. I'm not sure we got her name, but all of them were very, very guilty, apart from the one person who was more guilty because they did it. South African again. This has been a public service announcement of how not to do accents. There was a murder mystery involved. I'm not sure it's been particularly well solved by myself though. So whoever's next, good luck.
Here we are. It is episode 4 of the Unreliable Narrator. Who on earth thought we would make it this far? And as you're about to see, this might be the last one.
Yeah.
Given what I put our beloved group of murderers through. Let's get straight to it. How did you find this one?
Just lovely. It's like it's the best time with a bunch of friends.
I mean, it's tragic because we're meant to be people who are trained in this sort of thing.
Yeah.
We're meant to be.
In storytelling.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah. There was a lot
like-
of questionable choices made by myself in terms of accents.
However, I do feel like I should go into costume because I was particularly proud of my Fez choices.
This was the week when I've decided to be cruel. Because previously there's been difficult stories and there's been voices but not accents. And this is the first week where I've gone, let's make it a really hard mystery that I don't think anyone's going to be able to solve. Certainly you at home might have been able to. And B, not just one challenging accent, but two. And
Well, you say two, but there's definitely more than that in it.
oh, there's more than two in your efforts.
Oh yeah. We travel the world.
Magical mystery tour.
And of course, the most
Where in the world?
outlandish of costumes as well. So, I mean, this has been an adventure, and can I just say, I have already watched every individual's about 6 times because they bring me such a mitigated joy watching it happening live in front of us. We'll discuss the various aspects of it after we watch everyone's efforts, but we'll do very quickly the first go around of does anyone think they've been able to solve it? I'll just ask generally rather than going around everyone because I'm strongly expecting the answer will be no this time.
Nope.
So does anyone have even the vaguest of theories?
I have vague.
I was missing characters, so
Very vague. Very vague. I think I know not how it happened, but almost like almost like the space. Not the space, that's not the word I'm after. Like the moment. I know the moment where something had to happen there.
Right.
That meant that you know, it's weird. It just some bits just fit perfectly.
Yeah, you feel like you've got the mechanism of how
Yes.
you necessarily know the interesting. Well, we'll discuss that probably in the second video. But for now, I feel let's just crack straight on.
Let's see these.
yes, do let's. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, we will of course start with mine. As much phlegm as possible in the opening sentence, of course.
Of the murder. Trying to remember where the has become an absolute blind panic.
Oh, there you are.
Right.
The Incredible. That was
Incredible. The magic of the Incredible.
I didn't make it down the chain.
I think I called him Ian Magic.
Now it's clear something a little bit tricksy is going on here.
Oh fuck! I missed the Trixie. Oh no!
What you reckon? You reckon the lack of Trixie is the thing to worry about in this?
But it's his whole thing is he says Trixie.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it.
It's alright, I missed quite a chunk of nice things from my person.
So I admit it is longer than my usual efforts, but at the same time, it's only longer because of the explanation about why he's got 2 different voices. The actual the mystery itself is the same length, and for people at home, because it's not fully explained, it's because again he's a character from one of our mysteries, and it turns out the whole thing is nonsense. And he's just a brummy lad.
Hire us to do Dead Lucky.
Hire us to do Dead Lucky. It's a really good one.
I actually think I feel like crying. This is the first one that literally makes me feel upset.
That lampshade.
Hello, I am Hali Kazam.
It's good so far.
Famous magician here in Las Vegas.
We've already lost the rule of the
In
age.
the hottest and famous hotel, Giza's Palace. And I'm here to tell you about a murder involving...
The worst part is, this is better than the bloody Brummie. This is better than Birmingham.
He old accursed hood, which was a magician
Ye old cursed
stood
hood.
in a box and put a sack over their head, and then a random member of the
eyes.
then and then they opened the box, and the magician's assistant would be inside.
Oh, I
And
missed that.
the magician would be somewhere in the audience.
That's right, though, Mike.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I got a slightly different trick.
No, but it's Brummy. Oh.
No.
Oh, here we go.
This bit's Birmingham. If you can do one, do one. I'm just going to go Birmingham every now and then.
And you delivered.
Yeah, this is a recurring theme.
Alan Cadabra from Birmingham.
Oh, God.
Alan Cadabra.
I think you're wearing the same shirt, may I say, Joe?
I didn't think about that. I don't have the lampshade on me.
The Cursed Hood and how it was done. It was done by famous magician Ian Credible, who one time when he Birmingham did it.
What are tiny hamster hands?
Because you know Birmingham. So I'm trying to go up and down. I'm doing the same. I'm bouncing.
Where is your wand, Desbra?
It's like Jimmy Savile. So Wonder.
And someone had tampered with the trick.
Oh God!
Now Ian Credible was, died during the old Cursed Hood, where it went wrong and someone had tampered with the box.
I think you've lost it there.
Yeah, I basically just went, I need to get the information right. Went low.
Got low voice.
A distraction chorus where he'd make a whole choir disappear.
Hey,
and
remember?
Die a horse. Where he died a horse and cart in a blink of an eye, but that's not important.
Detective Joe again.
Yeah,
he's telling you what's not important.
Dakar Diao Chows. He was the stage manager.
Just Joe voice.
Stage manager and in charge of the props. Now, only someone who knew how to do the trick, it was determined by only someone who knew how to do the trick could have tampered with it in order to kill. And Ian was insistent that he ordered...
I know the accent's crap, but I'm just saying, the information's there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I'm getting it all right. Well, apart from the names.
In charge of props. Then there was Madge, Ishan's assistant.
Yeah.
He had a name.
All the suspects, all the names, they're all making it.
Joe's got a younger brain. Remember, he's only 22, so...
Because her and Ian were going to end their contract at Yeezus soon and go on a world tour. So no motive there. And finally, there was Clairvoyance, the rival, who said Ian was a hoax and a hack who stole tricks from other magicians. Now, she wasn't in the audience during the trick where Ian died, but it was confirmed that the backstage crew.
Yeah, she wasn't in the audience.
Her entry.
Yeah, no, she wasn't. She wasn't there during the trick.
She wasn't.
I think she was in the audience by the end. Very suspicious.
I think that's
you just said the F word, Joe, you naughty boy.
And then there was a joke about my
Here's Joe's usual clamour for the pun at the end.
He died on the 3rd of February 2013.
Voice is gone.
Is that right? Is that right?
Yeah.
I got the date. There you go.
Oh, something like... I'll be able to get it from this. Something like, I've just seen the time on my phone. Something like, Brummy, don't be a sad magician. No, don't be like a sad magician. Don't get disillusioned. Screw it at this point.
Oh, Joe! Oh, mate. I just want to hug you.
Like I said, it was distressing. It was just sad.
I like when you thought like you didn't know what the word disillusioned was when you said it, though.
I just couldn't remember what he said at the end. Like the joke, I knew it was a joke, and I was trying to get it, and I didn't get how the joke fit together. So, I don't know. That's just me being an idiot. I just didn't get the joke. So it's harder to remember if you don't get it.
I have to give away who followed you, but I really enjoyed opening that video and just getting, oh God, I hate you, Michael.
I mean, a delightful mix of accents. I'm going to say now, Joe, as depressed as you were, that is the best Persian we hear for the rest of this.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Boy.
The Brummy, there were moments, certainly Dicardio chose.
But that's because that's the fun name.
So good,
that's his, you say it so clearly. Like, So it makes sense, but I don't know.
But is that because it's something that Mike says during Dead Lucky?
No, it's just.
Oh no, he just picked it up because
It's just because it's Yao Chow's. So I was like, oh, the card you choose, but it's Ga Yao Chow's. So I was like, oh, I remember that. Yao Chow's.
Ga Yao Chow's.
Ga Yao Chow's.
Oh my god!
Is this the Ga Yao Chow's from the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter?
I'm smiling slightly more now that I watched Michael's again, and I was watching Michael's, and I was like, you know what? I got that in. that in. You know, the suspects are still intact.
A strong 93% of what I said made it in there.
Well done, mate.
Which I think is probably the best person after me there has been. Lex is looking shocked beyond
she's offended.
So, the bar for accents has now been set.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes.
At which
point, Joe Chose.
You can't limbo under that bar.
At which point, it's passed on to the person amongst us most famous for her accent skills.
Oh, yeah.
Lexi. Without further ado, let's see how she mangles this.
Hello and welcome. Oh, this is version already. My name is Ali Kazam, and this is and my wand and my magical cape. I think I'm French.
It's just about
Giza's Palace, where I work as at the hottest casino in town as the magician.
I just love how obsessed you get with this wand, and it's almost like a cat, like, and someone's like, you know, got a bit of string. You're just not focusing on it at all.
On everything is the rule.
Lexi, it looks like your tin is slipping there.
Hey, it just my tin.
Are you balancing your head at like an angle a bit just forward?
I made a really tight bun and filled it
on a bun.
The box is cut with a sword through the neck area. And they open it and then magician.
You open it and
In the audience. Alive, by the way. Not with a head of me. Like, oh, everything's fine. But I know the cursed hood. Deadly, deadly long. Sorry, folks, I can't keep this up.
I don't explain why I go Brummy. I don't explain why.
Can't do accents, and if I follow Joe, all I have to keep going is Birmingham, apparently.
It's true. That's fact.
2030. A mistake with magician Incredible version of the Cursed Hood. And Ian went into the box, and his hide was covered with a hood, and his neck was cut. But then, when they opened the box, he was there, and he was headless. So something had gone.
Cockney, aren't you?
It's a little bit Cockney time.
It's a beautiful Cockney accent.
And it was murder, ladies and gentlemen, murder.
It's very Oliver. It's very street urchin Oliver.
It's street urchin Oliver, but with the odd Brummy word thrown in. That's the odd thing.
Was his stage manager, who was called Deckard.
What?
Deckard, your cards right.
We haven't had that detail before, have we?
No.
No.
She gets it right.
Yeah, I clawed my way back from Deckard, play your cards right.
I mean, it's a long way away from Deckard Yao Chow's.
But Ian was a very particular sort of magician. He didn't want even seconds on how his tricks were done. So he always personally set up his equipment himself, and everyone testifies to that. Secondly, assistant, mad magician's assistant. But she was also his mother.
We're going a little bit Brummy there.
We are doing better than anyone would ever put money on me doing.
Her and Ian were soon to void their contract or finish their contract at Giza's Palace, and we're going to go and...
That went Scottish.
Why was she killing?
And a little bit South African.
That's another recurring theme.
Great rival, clairvoyant, mystical...
I'm so annoyed I missed all of Ian's tricks. I realised about 5 minutes after I sent it. I was like, no! I missed his over-amusing tricks Joe talked about.
Yeah. I had the
Die
same
our
thing.
horse.
You know that's going to be key. You know there's something very vital in that. The clue pigeon.
Clearly, I didn't at the time.
How did he have his head chopped off? What
Ow, ow indeed.
could work out how to do it? It's magical. Don't be like regular magicians and get disillusioned.
At least she went for it. At least she...
I love that bit at the end. Puff of smoke, puff of smoke, puff of smoke.
So,
wait. Sorry, one question. Deckard Yao Chows, is that a person?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Deck, as in,
yeah.
Deck, as in like Deck.
Right.
Deckard.
Yeah, no. I mean, I get the pun name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were the basically theatre manager, weren't they? Stage manager. Yeah.
Yeah, there
His
aren't
name
many
changes.
original names that make it to the end.
So the Persian was French. Fair. But the Brummie wasn't.
There were definite moments where you actually had a Brummie accent.
Well done, Lexi.
Well done. Well
There
done.
were a lot of Cockney, but also definite vowels of Brummie.
Vowels of Brummie.
I mean, I wouldn't put it on your CV and say I can do a Birmingham accent, but then all accents are coming off my CV, even my own.
Yeah. I'd say spoilers, but it's not spoilers because people at home have already seen it. What's distressing is that's probably about the best Brummie accent that you're going to hear throughout all of these.
Take that, guys!
We've done the best Persian. We've had the best Brummie.
It's all downhill.
And Lexi, I hope
just
you're
the leftovers
excited.
now.
Let's see the next three. I'm too excited.
No, I'm excited.
Yeah. There's very little else I could offer, but we're now going to move on to, I think, probably the most enjoyable 6 minutes of my life.
6 minutes?
Michael did come downstairs from watching this one and went, I've got a laughter headache.
Oh no.
Laughing too much.
I know once we've recorded, we're not meant to go back and watch the person before us, but I am obsessed with this. Like, when I die, put it on my grave. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Okay,
go. Without further ado, here's what happened when the chain reached Paulie.
Oh, I can't wait.
Oh God.
Hello. I am here. I'm here to tell you my name.
There's no eyeline.
Name. Very nice.
From the. I want to tell you about the trick that was in the palace. Yes, it was called the mysterious hood.
Yeah.
The mysterious hood. What happened was a magician who put him.
Oh my God!
And then he would go inside a box. Oh my God!
Ali Kazam's famous lisp.
Inside a box.
And then the magician's assistant.
It's gone Chinese now.
It was very Sylvester.
The box. They would open the magician would be gone. And all of a sudden,
I like this. It's like a whisper, like a really creepy extra whisper.
Yes, very good.
I think you went vaguely Japanese then.
Yeah.
Yes, I must.
I think you're turning Japanese. I really think so.
Here we go.
I'm from. I can't keep that up. Oh
no.
Oh dear.
No.
The actress to the bishop.
Again. Oh, yeah, right, all right. Yes, I want to tell you a time about when we won there. Yeah. I want to tell you a time about when that trick went wrong. Yeah. Liverpool now. Birmingham. Yeah. So what happened was there was this magician called.
How many listeners are we going to lose from our offensive accents?
I can't
We're sorry,
remember.
Birmingham. Sorry, Persia. Doesn't exist anymore. Sorry, Persia.
Oh, I've got the wrong way around as well. Oh, take the cake off.
We're 2.5 minutes in and no one's dead yet.
How was it the wrong way round? What was off about that?
The magician.
I don't know. It was thinking time, Seb. It didn't work though.
The magician. Yeah, he was inside his box. He put his hood on, and the assistant cut his throat, and they opened it up, and he was dead in his box. Oh, Birmingham.
Tourette's.
Oh my god.
Oh no! I feel your pain, Pauline. I did the same thing.
Yeah, mine's no better. I shouldn't be laughing.
I did the same strategy.
Stage manager. He was called. Oh, Blumenell. Oh, forgot his name. Let's call him Stan Manager. But he wasn't around.
Stan Manager.
He's doing me up nothing. Burn it.
Oh god.
Oh, can I please recommend a drinking game for the people at home? Drink every time Paulie says Birmingham.
You'll die.
Was the magician in the palace?
In the palace?
Even
Jesus Palace.
All right.
It's a palace.
She wasn't even there on the day. No.
No.
But I can't obviously. All right. And then there was another. Then he was his assistant. But his assistant and the stage manager.
Oh my god, you had to follow this. How do you remember anything?
I'm like a 90-year-old in the pub, just rambling on.
And then
That's fair now.
Oh yeah, so they're getting married, and that was about it. And she obviously cut it up, but she seemed quite Birmingham.
It's the timing of them. You say like when you're about to, it's like his name was Birmingham.
You can solve this.
I must say,
Oh,
Paulie,
this illusion's gone.
yeah, your sense
stunning.
of timing on when to say Birmingham again
Fantastic.
to get us laughing. Oh god.
Wow.
I mean, that's about the 12th time I've watched that, and I'm still crying.
Oh god. The thing is, I honestly went into this thinking I know it's going to be hard, so therefore I'm just going to have to try my best and enjoy it. And then once I realised that I was wearing something that was going to fall off my head, and I just the ridiculousness of it just became ridiculous in my head, and I forgot everything that I'd watched before.
I'm going to try to see the next.
I loved it.
Yep.
I loved everything about it.
Yeah. I think I've actually had a mental breakdown and on camera there. That's all I can see.
Yeah, I love that not only a suspect was lost, it's just that it's been completely renamed. Stan Manager.
and Ian the magician.
Reach his name. Stan. It's definitely Stan. Stan.
Yeah.
What's a good pun?
Who else could it be?
It's a lexicon.
See, I went into the kitchen after that, and I was like, "The fucking deck! The card you choose." Oh, so annoyed.
Oh, right, who's following?
Yeah, that would have helped.
So I've realised I've been asking whether anyone thinks it's solvable after all of these.
Oh god, no.
I think it's redundant at this point.
Oh dear.
So that piece of just pure joy
Honestly, submit to the academy.
was passed to Alice, who I think now has the hardest job in the world, not because it was difficult to decipher, just because I don't remember anything when you're just weeping with laughter.
Oh, look at your
Wow.
little
Oh wow!
Look at your hair going up into your.
My
It
god,
wouldn't
it's amazing.
stay on without the hair.
Oh, so it's practical.
Practical, yeah.
Palace, and I am here to tell you
the
time.
Oh, Russian.
They all end up rushing.
Very self-subversive.
Yeah.
She's very angry.
And it hit.
Is that an official HP wand?
It is.
And it was going
which one is it?
mysterious
Ah.
hood.
I did not have an official HP wand, I'm afraid.
And the mysterious hood involved the magician putting on a hood.
You don't say.
All correct.
Sealed. And the magician's assistant would cut through the box where the frog
Oh, his
was.
shoulders are coming back out. Another bit of shoulder waving.
The magician could one. Entirely going forward. We Plodding.
I mean, yeah.
And it was shit.
I love everyone getting hairballs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trick it was. The audiences loved it. They went wild.
Loved it.
They loved it. They went wild, did they?
Missing my fez tassel. There we go. I'm losing my cape.
Is your hair going up and through?
No, it's tied on the top, but then the excess is like coming down like a
little tassel bit.
like a little tassel.
Clever.
What actually is it? Is it
Indeed.
It's the little pot I use that has all like my hairbrush and my hairspray in. I just emptied it out and put it on my head.
Yeah. Solid life choice.
Oh, here we go.
To Brummy
Oh,
yet?
here we go.
Oh, here we are.
It's an official strategy.
Well done, Joe.
Say Birmingham.
Did you help us or did you hinder us?
I think I did. I think he did.
I think you helped us.
It was definitely a form of help.
I would have had nothing to say had I not said Birmingham.
I'm actually from
Oh, she's gone quiet.
I think there's shame involved.
from Birmingham. I'm not really called. Oh God Almighty! I'm not really from Liverpool now. I'm not really.
Yes.
I'm either. Oh right, get it together. From Birmingham.
Drink.
Three.
Alice is gone now.
She's gone out of shame.
Died this particular.
I don't think there's ever been as many sighs as there is in this one.
I mean, there is definitely a moment there where Alice was thinking, why did I have to shack up with these weird lunatics to do a murder mission? What has this led to my life being?
Definitely considered some life choices.
You know, I could totally see that kind of headdress on a catwalk. I think that works.
It's very Gucci.
Yeah.
It's called fashion, guys. Look it up.
Today's episode is sponsored by the city of
Birmingham.
It's been said so many times, it's lost all meaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Very bad night at the Magician's Palace. Three
the
suspects
Magician's Palace.
in this case.
We're still back to only the big three suspects.
How many was there originally, Mike?
Well, there was three, but it's just we're now 4 minutes into this video and we've got to these. There were three suspects.
We thought it was Stan Manager.
Stan Manager's my favourite. Stan Manager and Jog On.
Jog On.
Yeah, jog on.
We'll have a mission.
Oh, our greatest creations.
You're the magician that worked at the Magician's Palace.
What is this Magician's Palace?
Polly called it the Magician's Palace, and I couldn't remember the real name, so I went with it.
Birmingham. And the third and
Drink.
final suspect was Ian's assistant. Who we didn't have.
Birmingham's just a deeper voice.
Yeah.
Apparently having an affair with Stan, the stage manager.
What?
Apparently.
Yeah, that was mentioned. That was
Yeah,
probably
I think that's what I said.
Yeah, something about an affair.
We needed to solve the mystery.
Don't poke your eye out, Alice.
Oh,
What a sad ending! Oh my god! I know how you feel, though. I know.
Sorry, an apology in those eyes there.
I said sorry to Birmingham at the end because I just felt like I'd done the entire city a full disservice.
It's, I mean, again, joyous. Utterly joyous. And a very Russian Ali Kazam, which was thoroughly enjoyable.
We all know if you start me in Europe,
point me in a direction.
It's eventually going to wander to Russia.
Yeah. But I always think that when you start doing an accent, you have to go on a journey through some weird places to get where it sits in there. But if you're put on the spot to do something, we all get to see that journey. And that's a beautiful thing. It's the process, Alice.
He never made it out of Russia.
Everyone's getting a rare insight into the actor's process to develop an accent, and and if you didn't know, it's a long and time-consuming thing where we sit and just say the place we want to do the accent of repeatedly until it sticks. Any accents, just
so we've been on a true world tour.
Oh, I love it.
I go other places too, I think, than mine.
We're now going to be in various places we haven't been yet.
New continent.
As we arrive with Seb, the final link in this particular chain.
Oh, what are you clutching?
What is in your hand?
Seb, what is that?
My name is...
Oh, okay, that's all right.
African statue
okay.
thing. Oh, God.
My name is Ali Kazam.
I just know it's for hat.
I've gone French.
It's very much giving me that guy from The Princess and the Frog vibe.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Yes.
Dr. Facilier.
Yeah. Between the staff and the headpiece.
Don't you disrespect me, little man.
Someone get this.
Please explain what that thing you're clutching is.
Oh, that thing is an artifact from my Gapya in Kenya. It's basically a knife. It pulls out of the sheath is round, so it looks like a pole, and then you pull it out, and it's got a knife.
Actually, magic trick.
Wow. You are so French. You're even French than me, I feel.
To lie down in Enigma with a magic hood over his head. The assistant would then chop off where the magician's throat would be in the box. And,
did you see that, Alice?
Oh, he's dead.
Did you see it chopping the throat off?
No, I
But he gets beheaded, doesn't he?
where the throat was.
Revealed the house was empty.
But I liked the
That
accent.
the magician was
He was a lumberjack.
actually sitting in the audience. Amazing, no?
Yes, Seb. Yes, it is.
Wait, yes.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so good.
Magician's palace.
I mean, it's almost Chinese now.
A time when this trick went horribly, terribly, deadly wrong.
It really sounds cross.
He's stalling here.
I am sorry.
I've gone far raspier and deeper than I think I intended to as well.
Oh, here we go.
Is not Ali Kazam, and I'm not from Persia.
You said Persia. Oh my goodness. Persia.
I'm actually from Birmingham.
Right, it's quite good at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't last.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Watch when it's about to change.
So, this one this one time magician's palace, right?
It's South African!
Yes. Good on you, Sam.
This one time at the magician's palace,
Yeah.
It's back.
the magician went on stage.
It's gone.
No, it's still there.
Oh, it's there.
Assistant,
Sounds like South African.
puts the hood over
Now it's South African.
Gone again. I had it so briefly. I had it in my hands, and then I lost it again.
and then she.
What was it like to have it?
Yeah, what was
It was beautiful. It was beautiful for those
fraction.
Those few fouls. It was beautiful.
He chopped his head off.
Oh,
Yeah, he's now got. I'm actually South African.
I think
I
there's
just
a point.
needed to get the information out.
Yes,
you know?
there's a point where you have to just go, look, I've tried. Let's get the info.
Oh, why have we not written a South African character yet?
3 suspects who were involved in the case of this magician. Who was called Ian, by the way. Known to his friends as Magic Ian.
Known to his friends as Magic Ian.
Excellent justification.
3 main suspects.
That's fun.
It's so good.
One of which was the stage manager, called, as you would have expected, Stan. He might have been called Stan D. Manager.
Stan D. Manager.
Very,
Stan D.
Second of all,
How crap do you think Mike's puns are that he would make stage manager?
Oh no, I was sure Stan D manager was not the right one, but I had Stan and he was a manager, so I just thought, fuck it, I'll just,
she was in the audience that night.
Well, wafting that one as much as I was.
Finally, our final suspect was... What was her name?
I've done some remembrance.
It was Ian's assistant. I remember this much. It was...
He didn't have a name.
He's going to try and remember again.
It was Ian's assistant. Yes, it was Ian's assistant who was one of the...
And it's gone again.
Suspects. I'm not sure if she got her name.
Oh, love it.
Do you know, we're laughing because he's lost the Brummy, but it's an exceptional South African.
It's a very
Thank
good
you.
South African accent.
I can do that one.
Guilty.
Is that from the year in the gap year?
Guilty.
No, I didn't go to South Africa.
Fine.
This has been a public service announcement of how not to do accents. There was a murder mystery involved. I'm not sure it's been particularly well solved by myself, though. So whoever's next.
Oh,
Now you've gone sort of New Zealand.
oh, look at the fear in that frame.
Oh, yeah, the worried eyes.
Amazing.
Oh,
Amazing.
wow.
So,
Wow.
truly a transcontinental adventure. All in the name of Khali Kazan.
Wow.
I mean, when I decided to do this character, I hoped we'd have some accent issues. I didn't, in my wildest dreams, expect it to be that joyous journey that it was. Faithful viewers, if you think you've figured it out, let us know. Comment on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you're watching this. We're on all of them. Like, comment, subscribe, share on Facebook, give us a review.
Hashtag Birmingham.
Yes.
Tell us how to do a Birmingham accent.
Yes.
Yeah, if you can do a better Birmingham accent.
Yes.
Or indeed a better Persian accent than our cast, do send us a little video of yourself. We may do a little compilation. I think we should all say goodbye in our very best Brummie accent.
Oh, God.
This has been episode 4 of the Unreliable Narrator, and we will see you again very soon. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye! Lovely seeing you.